what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, Dave, and hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass, it's Sampson. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a 1st down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. Caught. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's back to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
East Carolina, 24. TCU, 21.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Not taking a knee, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The lone back's got it. On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Scanning the field, it's Sampson. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27.
Accurates will take over. First and 10.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down for this offense. Makes the quick grab. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. The give to the tailback. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
And the Pirates will move the sticks.
Well, that's about as risky as they can get as a head coach. Early in the game, fourth down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
Handoff to the lone back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they get the sack just like that.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
On second down, looking again to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, TCU! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They move the tight end all over. The inside handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Sampson. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll run it to the right side. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's right on target. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. And I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Sampson. Gets it to the back. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Trying to power it in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. They practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively. Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Sampson. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got